Hello and welcome to a new video. Today we're going to take a look at Shadow Weavile in the Master League. I kind of needed something spicy that not everybody has showcased already, so I went through my Pokemon and I actually only built this for this video, this Shadow Weavile, which is a 98% one, where I'm really happy that I have this actually, because it's kind of cool. It's also like pretty decent as a raid attacker now. Like I can change the moveset afterwards. Again, here we run Avalanche and Focus Blast. And yeah, I played this team for like 2 full days nearly, and my main goal was actually to play something funny like Weavile to lose some elo. And yeah, I basically stayed where I was before. Like I didn't lose, I didn't gain elo, I didn't lose elo. I'm like at 2960 the whole time, basically where I always like start or ended. And I had some fun with this Pokemon. Is it good or anything like this? Definitely not, but I can try it again in the No XL and Gnome Legendary League for Masters at the end of the season. I'm hyped for this. I think it's gonna be a little bit better there. But here I had some fun as well. I think actually in the other Master League, running Foul Play and Avalanche might be a really good moveset, because you completely destroy Metagross and you also completely destroy Dragonite with this. Of course you're like kinda squishy, but I think it might have some play in the non-legendary Master League. But yeah, here it's at least a good counter against Giratina, but the Shadow Ball you saw there still does a lot. But we can still go for an Avalanche here and not even KO him, but we can farm down everything right now and we're gonna be able to win this game as well. I put down together, I think, mainly the games where Weavile did something. There were like some wins where I won without even using Weavile. There were some losses where I couldn't do anything. I just put together basically the most fun thing, and not like the, I don't know, like in general, I have like 50 battles to showcase. I couldn't really showcase everything here. Here we have the standard matchup in the Master League. Some doggos barking at each other. It's hilarious to see this all the time. I just threw a move there and then I think dipped or whatever. Actually, yeah, I never know how much I have to snarl him down to do it right, but he actually has Play Rough, which is better for me, I think. He has to shield this, he does shield this. I think I can farm all the way down now. Goes to close combat. Yeah, and he goes into Metagross. Metagross is the hard counter to this team, like there's nothing that I can really do against the Metagross. But maybe Lugia can still do at least something, I don't know yet. The Media Mesh doesn't KO us, but puts us maybe into range where we can get to an Aeroblast. I think we can get to the Aeroblast. I don't think it does KO, but maybe we can do something in the back. We'll see. It puts them low, and let me see, can we do something here? Nope, my opponent can go for the charge move before we're gonna lose this game. Yeah, Metagross is just a hard counter to this team. You don't really see a lot of Metagross though right now. He said Pester. I didn't even know that I battled against him. He leads with Ho-Oh, nothing really good for Zacian, but because you run Wild Charge is also not the worst. Also we get a quick move through here, which is nice, but that's also how it's supposed to be. And he goes into Giratina, and yeah, Weavile takes advantage of this, can take a Shadow Ball easily. I think you actually will lose the 2 shield scenario here, because I think the Giratina could farm me down. He doesn't shield. I can get to another Avalanche here, and I have 2 moves stored already, I think, on my Zacian here, which I should be able to go into. Yeah, I think he got an extra quick move through there. It looked like it. And yeah, I think he did. But it is fine. We can go for another. And I think we're just gonna shield and go for another move. Goes for Brave Bird. He swaps out into the root. I can go for the charge move. I thought at this point, I think I made a mistake there with doing this. But at the end, I think it still worked out. I can just farm all the way down. We can take 2 hits from the root anyway. And even though Dark Pulse does a lot of damage, we can farm all the way down. We should be able to get to an Aeroblast in time now. Actually go for one more quick move, just, I don't know why, but like it worked out anyway. 5 turns with us, 3 turns, you can always go for one quick move before throwing. As well, like, there's like some parts where I still have to get better. Like, we have the championships coming up. I kind of want to attend there, to be honest. Like, I'm really planning right now to go to Frankfurt at like end of April to go there and play against others. We still don't have the registration yet, which is of course the first thing that we need. But I really want to attend there, to be honest. I'm really hyped for this. And I have to get better at some stuff still. Like, I'm still not playing perfectly, and I kind of want to optimize my gameplay as much as I can. Here against Mewtwo, we can farm all the way down. Psy Stroke does nothing. I mean, still over half, but hey, nothing compared. And I think my opponent surrenders, does he? No, he goes into the Dialga, okay. Can we go for the Focus Best here, actually? That would be hilarious. We can, bye-bye Dialga. But yeah, in general, I kind of want to attend in those events. We're gonna win this game easily here, by the way. But I still don't play perfectly fine. Like, there are still some kind of mistakes I make. For example, if you have a 2-turn quick move and the opponent has a 3-turn quick move, which is a very common scenario, and you know that you need one more quick move, like basically on turn 0, you need one more quick move to get to your charge move to KO the opponent. He has no place to shield anything or whatever, he definitely lets it go. Like, what you usually do is like do the 1 quick move and then throw. But what you should actually do is go for 2 quick moves and then throw, unless like the opponent can get to a charge move as well in the time. Because then you basically get 1 quick move for free, which doesn't do anything. Like for the opponent, you just get the energy for free there. Because the damage of the 3-turn move comes at the 2nd turn anyway, where you finish your quick move. And then he needs, like, in the 5th turn, like, the next damage comes through from the opponent's quick move. And you already finished after the 4th turn, so you would basically gain 1 quick move there. Those are like those small details which I'm still struggling a little bit with. And look at this. Oh god. That we even survived this. Like, he needed 1 more charm to KO us 5 charms to farm us down. It's even hilarious. But yeah, like, there's still some parts where you really have to play perfect to, I think, be good at those championships. I don't think I'm the best player in the world or whatever. I'm pretty decent at team building, which helps me a lot and gets me very fast to legend usually. But I still have some stuff in my gameplay which I could fix and be better with. Of course, playing perfect all the time is not possible, by the way, here. He also plays such a cool spicy team, but completely hard counters me. Like, there's nothing I can do against him in this scenario. Yeah, Everluck against Lugia, complete hard counter there. Like, not like just so much damage. I can go for close combat here, but then he aligns this Pokemon again. And you're gonna see the Giratina against Weavile is fine, but it still does a lot of damage, so I have to shield here. I think we would actually lose in the 2 shield as well. Togekiss on the back. Like, I can surrender here immediately. I think I should surrender here already. I actually don't. Okay, now I do. There was nothing I can do there. It was just hard counter team. Happens. I don't have to blame a mysterious algorithm for this. It's just like rolling a dice and see which team your opponent has. Sometimes you get hard counted, sometimes you hard counter your opponent. This is just how it always goes. But they also, like, at least like 80% of the games are games which you are 50-50 if you can win or not. So yeah, here we can go into our Weavile against Mewtwo. We know that we survive 1 move anyway, and he doesn't get to the Focus Best in time. If they run a Flamethrower, of course, it would be a little bit problematic, but like this, we can farm all the way down. We know that we survive another move easily. Besides Strike, it only does half against double resistant Dark type. It's crazy, actually. But we can go for another nice Avalanche here. Can we get to another Avalanche here? We are actually gonna be able to do this. I think my opponent desynced by 2 turns, which allowed me to do this, which shouldn't have been the case. But we're gonna take advantage, go for a wild shot here, KO this Zacian. We can go for close combat, put the Dialga into the red health, and we still have our Lugia and the shield in the back. And I think my opponent just surrenders anyway, and never mind. We're just gonna get to another move. So, bye bye Dialga, and into the next game. We're gonna have Zacian against Dialga again. What a surprise. I saw people complaining that the meta right now is basically the same as 10 seasons ago in Master League, and I would not agree with this whatsoever. We have like actually a lot more changes, and like they compared it to one team that's still viable, and yeah, of course this team is still viable, but doesn't mean that's the same meta. Like, it doesn't really make sense. Like, the team that they talked about were Kyogre, Dialga, and Togekiss, already showcased on my channel as well. Yeah, it's such a good team from like season 1 or whatever, but still the meta around it just changed. It's just a well-balanced team that makes sense together. Like, it doesn't really benefit about the argument. Like, it doesn't really make sense, to be honest, that people complain about this, in my opinion. Here I threw, like an idiot, the close comment into Giratina. But in general, I think people complain way too much right now about PvP as well, a little. I mean, PvP is broken. Like, I don't say it's like perfect or anything like this, but I might do a separate video about explaining why I think 2022 might be a year that is gonna be really good for Pokemon Go. But yeah, we have to see. I think we're actually going to win this game still. Yeah, we can actually go for the close comment in time. But yeah, I see like so much hate right now on Twitter, on YouTube, or the bigger content creators making videos about, oh, Go Battle League gonna die, or Pokemon Go gonna die. I don't really think so, and there are good reasons why. And yeah, maybe I make a separate video about talking about those reasons. Because currently I actually enjoy the game, and I think the summer gonna be really, really cool for this game. There's like a lot of things that most likely gonna happen, a lot of things that are planned. We have the championships coming up for Go Battle League. We have like all the stuff in the code right now, which is still not released, but most likely gonna come. I don't know, like I think there are a lot of people that are just way too toxic right now going around. And at least I can say I still enjoy this game. Here we have Dialga can farm us down. Pretty awkward. I think he can farm us. He gets to 2 Moosey as well. And I had no chance to do anything. Yeah, he gets to 2 Iron Heads. This is like kind of the problem if Dialga can just farm you down, but in general, otherwise I actually like the team idea behind it. Because like Weavile cannot do anything against all those steel types usually. You have a decent counter to steel types with their fairy type in the lead, which doesn't make sense usually, but here we have Zacian, and Zacian is just a very, very good Pokemon against steel types because of close combat and resisting all those dragon type moves, which Dialga, for example, the steel type has. So we have a decent answer. Also against Melmetal, you have a decent answer in the lead. And then you have the Lugia, the Stay Swap here, which are supposed to get out the steel type again. Against Dialga, you actually get a shield, I think, from the opponent. Otherwise, you would win the matchup, as long maybe if they go for the Draco Meteor, you won't win. And like Melmetal is, of course, a very bad matchup for you, but still better than if you have it against a Weavile. Because you won't reach a Focus Burst anyway, and one Avalanche doesn't do anything. But there was one problem which I have faced like several times, and this was Tyranitar. I have no idea why, but this team completely harded this to Tyranitar with Smackdown, and I faced them 3 times. I'm not gonna even kidding here, like, at least, okay, here my opponent I think lagged or something, because I don't think he wanted to let this go. I actually stopped here for a little bit, okay, and then my opponent just ran out, which just makes sense. I stopped like twice for a little bit there. But yeah, I think without the lag we would have lost this, but I faced like twice again a Tyranitar. I think I lost against both of them. Who the hell thought it was a good idea to put Tyranitar into the meta all of a sudden? Well, I actually also want to build my Tyranitar. I have like I actually have 2 decent Master League ranks for the Shadow Tyranitar, but I still have to build this. Don't know when I'm gonna do this or if I'm gonna do this. Definitely not this season anymore, because I don't think there's a way where I would play Master League anymore in the current time. So yeah, tomorrow video most likely gonna be again with some Master League content, and this should be then also the last video about Master League, as we have the Sinnoh Cup coming up, which I am kinda excited for and kinda not excited for. And also Great League, which I think gonna be the thing that most people gonna run rather. Like Great League gonna be way more viable for most people. And yeah, gonna be interesting. I'm hyped that Masters is gone again, but I also enjoyed the Masters time in general, because like I hit Legend, of course, and I had a great time, and I have like a lot of Pokemon that I can use right now. It's not the best time right now. Very good catch by my opponent, by the way, for people who don't have like high level accounts yet. But I think still Master League is pretty cool to play right now, and I actually really enjoy playing in Master League, which I haven't done for like ages. But yeah, there are teams where you don't need legendaries anyway for Master League. I made a video about this as well. If you want, you can check this out if you need still a team for the last few days where you don't need any legendaries. Yeah, also included in X control. But it's definitely tougher than when you play with legendaries, of course. Like Zacian is like everywhere. Zacian is very, very strong. And here I had to try it. I had to try to farm my opponent all the way down with my Snarls and see if I can counter whatever he has in the bag. Can we do it? We barely can, and my opponent gonna surrender here now, because most likely there was a Giratina in the bag. And going into the last game, we have Doggo against Doggo. We know this match, we just gonna bark a lot. And my opponent actually throws in time, which is crazy. Throws the play rough. Okay, he doesn't really get debuffed, so it does make sense for him to throw there. I actually denied my opponent, which is crazy, because usually I don't deny. And I can KO the Zacian. He goes into the Mewtwo. I'm just gonna swap with the Moose Start already. Kinda want to get out the potential Dialga in the back. He goes for the Shadow Ball. I should be able to survive for now anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Does a little bit more than half, and he goes into the Metagross, and I was like, okay, yeah, this game is a loss now for me. There's not a lot of things I can do. I just gonna go for the Sky attacks all the time and see what I can do in general. So yeah, that's gonna be most likely a loss. I hope you enjoyed this video still. It's more of a spicy video. Of course, Weavile is not the craziest Pokemon. And yeah, here we can go for the close combat. We can swap out, but he can just farm me all the way down. Or can he? And now it's get a little bit more tricky, because he goes into Mewtwo. I can go for the Avalanche. I have so much energy already. Gonna KO this thing, and now it's gonna come down to the farm down here, and we're gonna be able to farm him down in time, and we're gonna win this game. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.